Can't film on an empty stomach. Super donut for life. God, I fucking love Super Donut. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And welcome to October, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it is October 1st, but by the time that you guys are seeing this, it is October 2nd. But regardless, it is officially our season. Secondly, with it being October, the internet has just exploded with masks to find. I've been checking eBay and Marketplace regularly every single day, and it gave me this really good idea to do like a virtual or cyber Halloween hunting episode. I think that would be really cool because every time I'm on there, I find something of value to us. And a big portion of what I am finding are Buckethead related pieces, which is a nice segue into today's video because in today's video, we have two Buckethead pieces to unbox. Two very cool Buckethead oddballs, and one of these has an even bigger reason to be in my collection than just Buckethead. So that is in this package, so we'll go ahead and save that one for last, and we will take a look at what's in this package first. And this is a mask that isn't super hard to find, but it still eluded my collection over the course of the last few years because I just really couldn't make myself spend the money on this thing. It is a pretty goofy piece and just honestly, yeah, just something I didn't really want to spend too much money on, but for some reason they go for pretty high prices. But thankfully my buddy Phil, aka the Mask Hunter, located one of these on Facebook Marketplace and said, hey, this is what you need, and they've got it listed super cheap. If you can get them to ship it to you for a couple extra bucks, I think you'd have a winner, and that is exactly what I did. So, in this package, yet another Buckethead oddball, and technically a Herbie, if you want to get right down to it. They really cared about getting this shipped here safely. I appreciate that a lot, actually. What we've got here is a talking chicken mask, and what I mean by talking is the beak opens and closes. You can totally just see into the chicken's mouth. So Buckethead actually used this as a Herbie during one of his shows, or at least one of his shows that we know of, and he would just make it talk like this during the samples of his songs. So yeah, technically a nice little piece for the Buckethead collection, although it's not my favorite. Yes, I understand the Buckethead lore, but when it comes to the chicken stuff, it is pretty much at the bottom of the totem pole for me. I will take some rare vintage old horror style masks and KFC buckets way before I dive on into the chicken stuff, and for that reason, I just never picked one of these up. I've seen them quite a few times either on eBay or even just Halloween hunting, but I was never able to make myself pay for them because these things go for like $50+ no matter where you find them. Either you end up paying over that with the shipping on the internet, or they're listed for like 65 bucks when you see them in person, and I've never understood that because, I mean, look at this fucking thing. Would you guys spend $65 on this? Would you even spend $50 on this? No, probably not. And luckily for me, I didn't have to. I got this for a really good deal, and again, that was thanks to the Mask Hunter and the nice lady that sent this thing to me. She was definitely very kind, nice and easy to work with, and she even overcharged me for shipping, and then once she got it shipped, she refunded me the amount left. Had no idea she was gonna do that, and I didn't ask her to. I just got in my email one day and saw that I had a partial refund from PayPal, and she sent me this nice message about how she charged me too much. So, very, very cool. Nice little addition to the Buckethead set. Not something that I'm absolutely crazy about, and I definitely could have lived without it, but the opportunity arose for a good price, and I took it. So, with that one out of the way, we can go ahead and get on into this package, and this comes to us from our good friend Douglas Little over at Drown Boy Productions. You guys all know Douglas, and if you don't, then you should. Now, I had posted something looking for this piece, not only for my Buckethead collection, but for other reasons, as I mentioned earlier, and I'll explain those reasons here in just a second. And although they apparently pop up on eBay from time to time, I was having no luck finding them there. So Douglas was nice enough to text me and say that he would be willing to sell me his. I was really worried that the price was going to be outrageous, and then I remembered that Douglas has literally never tried to price gouge me at all, and he gave me a way better deal on this than I expected. So that's very, very cool. Massive shouts to Drown Boy for the deal, because what we have here is not only a Buckethead oddball, but it's also a pretty special mask from my history. So as you can see here, we've got this weird old thin Sri Lanka mask that used to be sold at Kmart, and aside from this being used on stage by Buckethead with a doll, this is also a big piece of my mask collecting history because my grandpa actually used to own one of these, and I've had a couple of copies over the years, but both of those copies rotted, including his original, and that really sucks. And honestly, I can't even find the remnants of those pieces. Like, I know that I wouldn't have thrown them away, but for some reason between my dad and I, we just can't find those masks, neither the original or the second copy that I got to replace that one. So it was super nice of Douglas to step up and say, hey, I will sell you this thing, and give me a hell of a deal on it. So now I've got one of these, and I've actually located a couple other ones since purchasing this, which I've also purchased. So now I've got one for the Buckethead collection, and I've got one for my grandpa's mask collection, which is a really cool feeling. And if I get more than that, I might just end up giving one to my grandpa, because over the course of the last few years, when I get doubles of things like that, I like to hook him up because he still loves that stuff. And it totally wasn't his fault that I hijacked his black plastic bag of masks when I was a kid, which eventually led me to all this. So it's just a really cool bond between me and my grandpa, and I like to be able to do stuff like that for him. So yeah, nothing too crazy to say about this piece. Again, it's an old Sri Lanka piece, very thin. It doesn't appear to be rotting or in bad shape by any means, and I think once we get it properly stuffed, it's going to make a nice piece for the shelf. And I think I'll go ahead and throw this one into the Buckethead collection and wait to see what the other ones look like before I throw them into my grandpa's mask collection, because for the grandpa's mask collection one, I want it to be as close to the one that I remember as a kid. So I feel like that only makes sense. But yeah, just a nice quick little double Buckethead unboxing video. Again, a huge thank you to Phil and to Douglas Little for helping me out with these videos. I feel like one of two of them are always involved in the Buckethead unboxings, which is a super cool thing because it gives you this tight little bucket buddy feel. So yeah, with all that being said, as always, I'm going to leave you guys with some nice up-close shots of these pieces. We will add them to the collection and show them off there as well, and that will be that for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed it, and have fun this Halloween season. Let's kick it off right. I will see you guys in the future for a virtual Halloween hunting video, which I think is going to be really cool because I'm going to show you just how easy it is to find and acquire some of these awesome pieces that you're always seeing on my channel. I hope that you're looking forward to that, and thanks again for watching this one. And until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to friendship, and we will see you guys in the next one.